Niggas
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Manny Garavito here for another episode of the Miami Comedy Podcast. Today, I'm back with my good friend in comedy. Hold on, I should have done this before the show. There you go. I'm back with my good comedy friend here in the city of Miami, Rudy Wilson.
Yo.
And the reason why is to let the people know that we're announcing the host and MC to our brand new show from Atlanta to Miami Comedy Show at the Miami Improv. Are you excited?
I'm excited. I'm the host. I am the host. Yeah, I'm excited, man. July 4th, we're back at the Improv once again. The last show was amazing. Definitely was 300 something plus people.
325. We were 75 seats short from selling the show out.
75, and that's a lot. 325 at the Improv. That's a lot. I mean, it felt.
And it was all grassroots promo.
And that's 325 as far as tickets, because if you count like comics that showed up, who got in, whatever, it was even fuller than that. I mean, it was barely any seats left. And I know, we've done it once. They see what we can do, so I know once we do it again, it's gonna be even bigger. So I'm excited to be the host of this one. I just was a feature act last time, but I'm gonna get it cracking, man. You feel me?
He had, you had a feature spot. I completely forgot you were on that show.
Yeah.
He had a featured spot, and it was your first. No, you did a New Faces once at the Improv before.
Yeah, but that was my first actual book gig at the Improv.
But the show that you did with us for the New York to Miami Comedy
I'm saying that was it. That was the first book show at the Improv.
Okay,
that show.
Did you feel anything different with that kind of an audience when it was ticketed? Performing alongside with other headliners?
Well, yeah, of course. I mean, because at the New Faces is cool, but that's basically a lot of comedians' families there supporting them. So of course, people are gonna show you love. They're gonna laugh, but I mean, they're not there for me. So but it's a difference when people bought tickets to come to a show that my face is on the flyer. Now, granted, it wasn't my face alone that sold the ticket, but they still seen my face and was like, this guy with this lineup, hey, we can mess with it, and it's definitely a different environment. Of course, I mean, there were people there who I didn't know, who I invited out, who bought tickets, but it was lit, man. It was a live environment. I mean, the crowd, they came to laugh. When people buy tickets, especially in Miami, to a comedy show, they come to laugh, as opposed to if it's a free show.
Yeah, man, I saw people out in the audience, just bottle service. Big crowds of 10, 20 buying tickets at the door.
All different.
It's like one big party when we're at the Improv. Yeah, it was a good mix. So the Improv and the owners, big shout out to Robbie, Melissa, and Justin who allowed this show to make it possible. However, they reached out to me to do another show. We had a nice meeting, and we've got some dates in mind. However, July 4th is going to be the next big one. And so since we have some dates in mind, I decided to do this thing where I bring in a city into Miami, show the locals what Miami comedy is all about, the comedians here, and what Atlanta's about in this particular show. And the reason why I chose Rudy to host and to come back was because he does our barter show. He MCs that. What do you think about that, room?
I love barter. I'm also from Atlanta, so this works out perfectly. Originally from Atlanta, I obviously live in Miami now. So I'm excited to be a part of it because of that. But of course, I love barter. Barter is always, it's like my adopted child who, doesn't know how to act, but somehow I can feed the audience candy, and eventually they behave. That's what happens in barter. People come there. It's always a full crowd. People come there. The attendance is never an issue, but you have a lot of people who just, they be from everywhere. We have people from England, tourists, Australia, whatever.
Locals,
so you got some
hipsters.
Some of them don't understand, the English culture all that well. But through a lot of prayer and meditation, I somehow.
By the way, there's a meditation class right before comedy night.
Yeah, they got yoga.
Weird. It's like release all the negative energy in your life. It's like, all right,
let's we
got these comedians coming up.
Talking about their dicks. Coming up next.
It's going to get racist as fuck. Rudy Wilson, ladies and gentlemen. White folks, raise your hand. White folks.
But,
man, fuck.
Where the niggas at? But yeah, I mean, I love barter though, man. It's always a I know what to expect. You know what I'm saying?
I got a lot of energy though. I think that's why it's so successful.
Yeah.
Like you go up and you know how to talk the crowd, you know how to get them on your side, because they're skeptical crowds in Wynwood, man.
Absolutely.
People just show up. I don't even think people in Wynwood go to a comedy show to enjoy themselves. I think they go to a comedy show and be like, let's watch these motherfuckers.
Yeah, it's something to do.
Like, you guys want to sit around and watch these guys?
They hear ladies' night. They hear drinks. They hear all that. And they just like. Fuck it. It's free. We don't lose anything if they suck.
They're going to try to entertain us.
Right.
All right, challenge accepted. Right. What do you got?
They're trying to buy time into like either whatever strip club they're going to or whenever the cocaine man get off work or some shit. Like this, we are pregame. Comedy shows in Miami is where people pregame. Yeah. They don't pregame at the house. They come to comedy shows.
You imagine if you were at a nightclub and then the DJ goes, "All right, y'all, that was a great mix. Coming up next." For your 2 a.m. showing. Stop the music.
We definitely could not perform after a club. Nobody would give two fucks.
Some guy would be grinding on a girl, be like, all right, hold on, baby girl, comedy shows.
Comedy shows, like, everything stops.
Let's go have a seat. Yeah, comedy in Miami, you got to find the sweet spot. Like the right venue, the right time, the right day of the week.
The right crowd. And that comes far and few between. Like, most of the time, you have to win the crowd over, but that's always with free shows. Like I said, if it's ever a ticketed show, I don't think I've ever been to a ticketed show that the audience wasn't receptive because
they've invested.
Yeah, they're
invested.
paying for what they want.
Yeah,
but free shows,
they kind of got an attitude like, you made me get in my car.
Right. They're literally like, let's see what happens. We'll see what happens. We'll go with it, whatever. And you just have to, but. One thing I like about Miami comedy is it makes you a better comic because you're not going to get a fake audience. Nobody's just going to give you laughs just because you want them.
Yeah.
Like every laugh you get, you definitely earned it because
we don't get wholesome crowds.
Right.
We get a little bit of everything.
Yeah, absolutely. Everybody's from every different place. They got different tastes. Some people are dark. Some people and I'm not talking about skin color. I'm saying like humor, dark humor.
No, but that too.
Lighter humor. Yeah, that too. but like it's so diverse, and so even with age, you'll see an old Jew,
old ass.
You know what I'm saying, and a young Jew. You know what I'm saying, old black man and a young black
man. Jeff,
if
you're listening, geriatric motherfucker.
It could be anything, but. It keeps you grounded. It keeps you on your toes, actually, I should say. And it makes you, it never, especially for me, I should say, speaking for myself, it never lets me feel like I can take a day off because if I ever, try to take a step back, then, that these harsh audiences will go ahead and try to just eat me up because they'll smell blood or whatever like that. But the beautiful thing about that is, going back to why we're here, I never ran into that anytime I ever been at the Improv because when people go to the Improv, for one, when you go to the Improv, I'm not going to say that. When you go to the Improv, that's an event by itself because you're going to spend.
Yeah.
You're going to spend.
When you go to the Improv,
that's why you want to get your tickets early.
Yeah, exactly.
Get $15 tickets while they're $15.
Nice segue. I like it.
That's crowd work. That's crowd work. Because I'm telling you, listen, when you go to the Improv, you going to spend $90 on yourself,
but just it's well spent. You got on meals, food, drinks, bottles.
Because you're gonna drink, and once you drink, you're gonna eat. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a whole event, and it's good food. They ain't like they giving you small portions. Like, they giving you big ass plates.
Yeah.
But that's why you want to get the better deal on the tickets because if you don't want to pay a bunch of money for the tickets, and because that's when it gets really expensive. You save money on the tickets. You'll come out with probably like $100 even. That's with you and a date. Two people buy $30 on the ticket, and then
not that high, Jesus.
$30. No, I'm saying $30 on the ticket and what $60 or whatever. What is that? $70 on them two. That's $100 a day. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, yeah, but well spent. What are you gonna do? Watch fireworks? It's the 4th of July.
This man don't know.
We're gonna celebrate by bringing the sparks to the stage. You like my copy?
The sparks.
We're bringing the sparks to the stage. You're not gonna get one headliner. You're gonna get 5. And what makes the show great, it's like a variety.
Definitely 5 headliners. And I will say that, sorry to cut you off. The last show, and this is even going for myself.
And he's cynical.
This is going for myself. The last show, you did not get 5 headliners. You had Kyle Grooms, the host, which is the headliner, but he hosted. But then you have myself, who has headlined, but you're talking about the headliner tag, like, people put your name on a flyer at a comedy club, people show up, and that's not me. Okay, but
I got orange hair now. My head. I turned Super Saiyan for the stage.
But but Dean Edwards and Brooklyn Mike, those guys, you know, and I said Kyle, but those guys are headlining. Me and JJ were guys who can headline. You know what I'm saying? But this show.
Well, JJ was impressive 1 year in, and he already did like 47 minutes at Craftsman.
Yeah, in front of his own. Yeah, in front of his people. Yeah, he showed out that day. Yeah, he showed out that day. But like I said, this show, you have me hosting, but the all the lineup is full of all headliners, all guys who, you know, got TV credits, cruise line credits, you know, movie credits, from, you know, all that, you know, hanging with rappers and shit.
So the pricing we're trying to say is, you're gonna get your money's worth no matter what you spend.
Absolutely.
We're investing to make this show.
But you probably want to spend it while you just know about me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because like I'm strong.
But you're pretty good at promoing. He's good at promoing.
I'm strong. I'm just not well known. But you know what I'm saying? So that's why you're getting your bargain.
When I first met Rudy, he had 12 followers on Instagram. And now that he's doing shows here in Miami.
I didn't even have Instagram.
Now that, he went through like 3 user handles. Where it was like Mr. Rudy Wilson.
But now I'm viral. All right, I got almost 1,800 followers.
The leader of the groundhogs. No, the prairie dogs. What other user handles do you have?
The leader of the groundhog. Man, you just find me at Rudy Comedy, man. You know what I'm saying?
And that's the simplest user handle you've
which
ever
you definitely help me. I give you credit when people ask me where, you know. Anyways.
You got lucky that was still available, to be honest. Yeah,
and Rudy Wilson isn't, which is crazy.
Because that sounds like a.
And I looked it up, and it's a white woman who don't even use the page. It got like 3 followers, and the page is not even used.
You hate it probably. Like stole like a little lady.
Nope. Rudy Wilson won't get this, fucker.
You make it big, and then she gets all the followings. Hey, this is gonna give her the blue check mark. You leave a comment. This is not me. You got to post about her. Like, you post about her with blurry face. This is not my profile. Fake profile.
That would be torturous.
So, I got to give it up to Rudy as well, man. You know, usually I don't say nice things about this man because all he does when I show up is like he goes like this, starts like just roasting me in front of everybody.
Absolutely.
But he's a great businessman. He's learning how to promote. I think he sold like a good 50, 60 tickets on the last one, man.
Yeah, man. I'm popping in these streets. You know what I'm saying? Everybody just don't know it
yet. But tell them about your background, about what you used to do.
I am the guy in the hood that's really good at basketball that never went to college. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody in the hood know I'm good.
Tell them about your background. My background's all basketball.
Everybody in the hood, they know the analogy. So everybody who know comedy, they know I speak in metaphors.
So to the 0 people that know what he's saying,
they gonna come back. Yeah, I just never went to college. But I'm going to college. You know what I'm saying? I don't know what I'm saying. Anyway, my background: former military. They probably ashamed of me. You know what I'm saying? Judging by the hair, but they probably never claimed that I was a soldier.
All the military people just looking at you and they're going like this.
They just like,
why would you do that?
Who recruited this motherfucker?
All right, well, let's talk about it. What made you dye your hair orange?
Because I'm a real nigga, bro.
What you mean?
What you mean? First of all, it's not orange, all right? It's
copper.
It's bleached. And it's bleached and it's black. You know, it's just, you feel me? Bro, you know me. The reason why I bleached my hair is the same reason why I smoke weed.
I like how you look around looking for an excuse.
No, I'm saying like the same reason I smoke weed or where like people really think I'm bold, and I know y'all probably don't think about it in Miami, but like in DC, they think I'm bold for wearing shorts on stage. They like, oh, you perform comedy in shorts? They think that's a real thing. I'm kind of like Steph Curry. Like I'm tired of making regular threes, so I'm ready to shoot from half court. You know what I'm saying? You think I don't know that this would make people look at me more? That's the point.
Okay.
Pay attention. You feel me? I'm a motherfucking superstar.
All right, so this is
July 4th.
You know why he's getting mad? It's because called projection, because he knows he's lying. I wish.
I got almost 1,800 followers on Instagram.
No, you're doing great, man. I gotta give it to you, man.
I got 29 people on my email list.
You've doubled down. Bro, no, that's really fucking good because the last time we talked, you were like, hey, man, I think I'm having issues with my mailing list.
4 of them, me and you. Testing it out.
That's really good, man. You've upgraded because you had like 5, including the 4.
I was supposed to do more at Barter. I just forgot my pens that time, but I got my pens back on deck. So Wednesday, I'll tell you. Wednesday, not about Wednesday. It was about tomorrow. But no, anyways, July 4th.
Show them one. Here, look.
This is what JJ doing.
Yeah, I know.
That's what I was doing.
We already got flyers set out. We're gonna go out there. We're gonna be our own street team. All right, so to add more to it, ironically, coincidentally, Rudy just came back from Atlanta, and you had this plan before we even booked the show.
Yeah. And I got booked for a show in Atlanta. A guy I know from DC, shout out JT. I forgot your Instagram name, but you know who you are. They also call him Frank Millie. With Create Can is the name of the company. Create Can, and they put on like art exhibit. It's like a art show, car show, fashion show. They also had a music artist, and then they booked a comedian. This was the first time they ever booked a comedian for one of they. Cause they go all over the U.S. and put on these different whatever. People pay tickets.
Oh, so he's national. It's not just Atlanta.
No. He's done it in I think maybe like 4 or 5 other cities so far, and this was just the Atlanta one. And so he wanted to add comedy to the mix. So he booked me, flew me out. You know what I'm saying? And flew out. And you know, like I said, it's my guy from DC. So you know we kind of scratched each other's back in the deal. You know what I'm saying? I kind of did him a favor. He did me a favor as far as like exposure, blah blah blah. You know. But it worked out very well, man. It was a very well-organized event. I had fun.
Have you done comedy in Atlanta before?
I have, but it was actually my own show. This is the first show I've done in Atlanta. In Atlanta, yeah, that was somebody else's. I've done one show of my own in Atlanta. I put it on at Cat's Cafe. Shout out Cat's Cafe. It's probably I think I sold like 90 tickets.
What was that like?
Cat's Cafe?
Yeah, what was that show? No.
Oh yeah, it's like a restaurant type small thing, but it's set up. They have like almost kind of how Red Bar got a stage microphone. Like they always have either music or comedy and stuff there. Like it's set up for that. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's intimate though. It's big. It's like a big small room, if that makes sense. Like it can fit a lot of people, but they still are in there tight. You know what I'm saying? Like it was about, as I said, I sold about 85, 90 tickets.
How the hell do you promote 85, 90 tickets in Atlanta?
Well, I'm from Atlanta for one.
You knew that many people. You were popular.
Well, no. But then I mean, you just promote. I mean, everybody who went, you know, I didn't know, but. I mean, word of mouth, you know what I'm saying? Some people, like, you know, my mom may have known from way back when or whatever. You know, I may have known from way back when. Some family, but then outside of that, you know, family, you know, some of your family, they'll tell their friends, you know what I'm saying? And then some people find out through Facebook, whatever. So it's like, you know, so I would say probably like 50% was probably definitely people I knew. I'd say 60% people I knew, 40% people I didn't. And it worked out, man.
So what do you think about performing for the Atlanta audience versus the Miami audience?
Well, Atlanta, they have a bigger comedy scene. They know more. They have more comedy clubs, and people up there, you know, they go to comedy shows up there, as opposed to here. You know, it's a little more of a battle. But I like it down here because I like a challenge. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to be able to just be comfortable and just, you know that I can just throw my feet up and it's gonna be, you know, a breeze. Like Miami definitely keeps me sharp.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah,
because they don't play down here, bro.
And what's great about performing in Miami, one thing I've learned is that since it's not that big here, the foundation can be laid out.
Yeah,
by those that know what they're doing.
Absolutely.
Or the ones that are working really hard to make it happen.
And the beautiful thing about it is it's very easy to stand out because it's not a lot of us. So you can, you know what I'm saying, like no, I'm serious. It's not a lot of comics.
Get your ass out of the way.
It's not a lot of comics, so it's easy to stand out. It's not a lot of promoters. It's not a lot of comedy going on in general. So like all you gotta do is just be consistent with whatever it is you're doing, and you'll be known for it. Whether you consistently killing or consistently bombing, you'll be known for being consistent. I'm just serious, because Miami comedy Not your website.
You walk in,
comedy scene.
This guy's about to bomb.
This guy's right. I see him every Monday. Here it goes. Here it goes. But yeah. But I mean, yeah. But Miami comedy is dope, man. And I'm excited about this show. I really am. You know what I'm saying? Man, I almost talked too much. I was getting ready to say I'm a big fan of, but I was about to name somebody.
Don't drop any names.
Yeah, no, I'm a big fan of the lineup in general. I would just say that.
Yeah, the little platoon that go up the most, like the regulars. I'm actually lucky that it's them because that's like the growing underbelly that's in Miami. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's good to work with them and seeing them grow. And when they got a new bid or work in the crowd, and when there's that uproarious laughter, it's like, damn, that's the first time you ever gotten that.
Right.
Like those little details come together.
Yeah.
When I first started producing shows, like we were bombing as the people that were at the time. That
right.
A lot of them aren't even performing now. As a matter of fact, like 99.9%.
It's like you and Oriel right now.
No, Oriel didn't start until like 2017, I think. But
right.
no, back in 2014, like we were bombing so bad that I made this show called the rough set because everybody would always have a rough set. And then I'd buy these plush tomatoes, and I would print the rough set on them, and then people would throw them at the stage to kind of like give them entertainment. Because people are there, but the comedians just, they didn't have enough experience, but like they would always come out to like work. So I'm like, fuck it, just throw shit at them. And then one time, like a friend from LA came by, and he's like, you guys do what? Throw tomatoes at people? That's assault. I'm like, oh shit, we better. Hey everybody, give me your tomatoes back. I didn't want to blow up. I didn't want to blow up like with this production, and then people just like showing up just like with a fucking clipboard. Like, all right, we definitely have a case here.
We definitely have a case. And all the fans like, yo, where the tomatoes? Where the fuck are the tomatoes?
I'm getting the fuck out.
I don't want to come to this shit.
I used to do this thing called the brick wall sessions, where I would sit down in the middle, and there would be two comics on my left, two comics on my right, and we would debate like hot topic stuff that's happening in the media. That's something that Miami hated. Like we would talk about just about anything. In general, the audience would always be like, "You're gonna talk about stuff on the news? I would turn on CNN for this." And they would like walk out. But I did that for like a year and a half.
Talk about stuff.
And then we did one at the Flamingo, which then that blew up the website. Then the website came to Red Bar. And then the Red Bar did Sweet Caroline, then Barter, then it kind of just started growing. And then like the time that all the comics like yourself started coming into the scene, and then all the shows started blowing up, it was like the big bang.
Simultaneously.
Yeah, it was like the big bang of the Miami comedy scene where I was like, oh shit, it's happening.
And my first weekend, or my first weekday rather, performing here in Sweet Caroline was really good shows. Because number one, both of them were super, super packed for whatever reason. Not saying like they don't never be super packed, but like they were like
standing room only.
Barely. Even like it was like super
like people
packed.
would open the door and be like, all right.
Right. And Corey was here from Chicago. Corey Bell.
Oh, she's great. Yeah.
She was that was both of our first time at Red Bar and Sweet Caroline.
Really?
Yeah. I had met her the same time I met you, and we all
really?
met. Yeah.
Okay.
That was whatever like that, and yeah, and I remember that distinct. And I just remember thinking like, yo, like I remember them telling me like Miami comedy shows were small. Like this shit, like I mean, it was like that was my first impression. I'm like, yo, this shit is huge. Like it's a lot of people, whatever. And so it ain't been like that since. But
we're already on our Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We're already on our fourth. Then there's the corner. We're already on our fifth show a week. Well, corner's once a month, but 4 shows a week. Monday's Red Bar, Tuesday Caroline, Wednesday Barter, Thursday Sylvester. That's unheard of.
Yeah, especially down here.
That's unheard of. So
consistently,
what I want to do is all that. Then we segue into bigger productions at the Improv, and if anybody's in town, you can see them performing in these venues while you have a drink. You know, escape the whole getaway from the work week kind of thing. So it works for everybody. You know, it's a free show, or our weekly ones are. And then if you want to double down and see like a big headlining showcase, then go see the Atlanta to Miami Comedy Show. All right, I think that's enough. Pretty much all set. Rudy, plug in. What do you got?
RudyComedy.com.
Your website needs work, by the way. I saw it the other day. You kind of like.
So you gonna say this on here?
Yeah, you kind of like need a.
First of all,
align it.
No, I was adjusting it and I had to stop for a second.
Oh, then I just happened to log in. And it's hot now, and then when you log in, you see it all.
It's still over there. But what I'm saying is that I never got to, because I was on the road, man. I'm traveling. You know what I'm saying? I'm busy. You feel me? You local. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing. I got a show coming up in Berlin.
I'm busy. This guy is like, I'm too big. I'm busy, and then he's just there like on Instagram. He's just like recording the prairie dog. Yeah, talking shit, recording the prairie dog stretching
in Opalaka. I have an Opalaka raised prairie dog.
Hey, I'm big, man.
We got an Opalaka raised prairie dog. You'll never see that. I'm telling you, man, I'm a very interesting person. I'm the most interesting man. Dos Equis drinking motherfucker. Anyways, RudyComedy.com.
No one denied it.
RudyComedy.com. I'm pushing my website. Of course, you can find me on Instagram at Rudy Comedy, but I'm starting to post a lot of my stuff straight to the website.
Are you still working on your podcast?
Yeah. The Pot Roast podcast. I was supposed to post it, but then the app that I edited through, it won't let me upload it. So which means I have to now edit it again through a whole nother app.
What app are you using?
I'm not gonna plug nobody. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to owe nobody no money. But I will talk off camera. But either way, yeah, man, the Pot Roast podcast. That's me and downtown Denny, my man DJ, and yeah, that's it. RudyComedy.com at Rudy Comedy. July 4th, man. It's gonna be a show. I'm just letting you know. Like, it's definitely a hell of a lineup. Like, we're not one of the mixtape rappers or like, a producer trying to push they new artists or whatever.
This is the gifted stuff. This is the stuff you gotta witness.
Yeah, this is legit. Like, you got legit it's 4 people on the show, right?
Well, including you, 5.
I'm saying, but outside of me, the lineup.
Yeah, it's me, you got 2 from Miami, 2 from Atlanta.
You got 4 like legit, like I said, TV credited. And not like we just HBO, like no, like whatever we say, like they.
These are working.
You can Google it, YouTube, whatever, and you will find the footage of whatever we said that they were on. If you don't already just know it yourself, because you probably know it after we say the name, more than likely. So it's gonna be dope, man. I'm proud to rep the city, Miami and Atlanta. Fuck with a real nigga.
And I got a great theme for it. We're going to celebrate America's birthday by bringing together 2 of the funniest cities in the USA. You like my copy?
That is
I'm a
so
badass
corny.
copywriter, man.
So corny.
Yo, man, I'm good at what I do. All right, anyways.
Celebrate the US's birthday.
You know what? I'm sick and tired.
By bringing together Atlanta and North Puerto Rico. Miami is the most un-American
You got people from outside the show laughing at it.
I'm saying Miami is for real. This is not a USA code. You should have brought like Alabama and Georgia. Miami.
I'm sick and tired of this.
People in Miami don't even think I'm black. They think I'm Hispanic.
Don't listen to this guy, okay? Yo, this ain't the United States, man. You just lucky that.
Yeah, that joke killed in
Americans raise your hand, Americans bring your ass down.
That joke killed in Atlanta, by the way. My Pollo Tropical joke killed in Atlanta. And they don't even know what Pollo Tropical is.
There's no Pollo Tropical?
Hell no. You don't hear every time I tell the joke, I say it's only down here. That's just only in South Florida, bro. There's no Pollo Tropical nowhere else.
All right. Promos on my end. The Ledge Media is releasing a Patreon for Respect the Light, which is our documentary of us grinding it out here in Miami. And this Thursday, May 30th, our first show at the Sylvester Bar. Rudy's going to be there. We're going to be at this brand new cocktail bar. We're going to work it up to be our brand new Thursday room. So make sure you come and support. It's our 5-year anniversary. It's also my birthday party in disguise. So you're invited. Free to attend. And then, of course, July 4th at the Miami Improv. Go to MiamiComedy.com. See all the ticket info there.
$15 right now.
It's just $15. You got 1 week.
They're going up.
Then after that, it's $25, then $35, then $45, and then $50 at the door once we announce the whole lineup. So get them right now. Thanks for tuning in. See you on the next episode. Goodbye.